Today is a very interesting day. Ladies and gentlemen, I found out a couple of days ago that Reddit you could build out like similar to YouTube, which is you could subscribe. This is going to sound cringe to a lot of people. I didn't know this. You could basically subscribe to certain channels or join certain Reddit forums, and then your feed, your base homepage, will basically become a kind of an amalgamation of whatever the hits are from those things you follow. I didn't know this, although granted, I think I kind of knew this, but I just never pursued it. But I started doing that because I was like, hey, we need a little break from YouTube sometimes. Let's go ahead and jump over to Reddit and actually enjoy wholesome things. Granted, it is a challenge to not feed the demons. Okay, when you're like, hey, let's subscribe to this, let's join this thing that helps me engage or like makes me feel hooked or maybe is lewd. Yeah, I gotta hold back. I gotta say, no. Only funny, wholesome. Only that. Even my interests, I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm about it. But at last, ladies and gentlemen, let us embark on a little bit of an embarrassing time of my Reddit feed. Fingers crossed, this is not the worst. And yeah, starting off with the perfect fit Reddit, coming at us with this. Kind of on the nose, but... Ooh. Yeah, see that finger thing? You definitely need to add the Yamato thing. What is this? Wholesome. What has taken place? This man who runs an animal sanctuary sure seems popular with the animals he helps rescue. He's just petting on them, loving on them, and the goats come around saying hi. Oh, it's so nice. Look at him. Oh, they're all nice. The rooster's like, let me hang out too. I would love to like understand what is actually going on in the minds of these animals. Like, is like that goat like this fucking slut, fucking bitch, or is it just pure? I know, I don't mean to ruin it, but part of me wonders if there is that like ego thing that exists within animals, which seems apparent, especially within goats, or rams or something like that. Goats, yeah, they fucking like butt heads, like you wanna fuck on me? They're just trying to fuck you up some way. What is it? Oh, this one's an old one but a good one. Yeah, my dad hasn't seen his brother in 20 years. This is my dad's surprise at the airport. I was about to say, I don't know what it is, but something about me would have the sixth sense to be like, fucking what's behind me? Also, I'd be like, this guy is hella close. Why is he fronting on me? So he hits it like, you son of a bitch. Oh man, I would have loved it if he was like, excuse me? Who are you? And his dad was like, what? Oh no. I mean, if you hadn't seen him in 20 years, that's pretty cool. It took him 2 seconds to register, although I bet the dude was like, had a cracked smile. Also, hasn't seen him in 20. Yeah, for me, I wonder if that, like, maybe it's a play on words, because, like, maybe they talk on the phone, but they don't really, like, see each other in person. But I feel like if you hadn't seen someone for 20 years, yeah, a part of me would think that it'd be, like, pretty hard to connect, that maybe not. But I just feel like, Claire, you didn't see, did your brother hate each other? Like, what, you didn't see an image? Like, hey, how is he looking? How is he doing? How are the kids? How is his life? Nothing? Also, yeah, so man, the thing that kills me with this one, it's just the fucking shoe game, wearing slippers. Also, I mean, I don't know, to gauge the strength of a hit, the kick is, that kick is horrible. Also, the jeans, I don't think you're like, yeah. I'm not sure if it was a limitation on the kick. Like, is it a limitation on the kick with the jeans? Yeah. They're the jeans that like ride low, so they're not like, yeah, you're not meant to throw kicks in them because they don't have any stretch. But yeah, it's goofy. Granted, I don't know. Yeah, fighting and violence is all these embarrassing. Dad, that's my job. What is it? That's so fucking adorable. Holy shit. That's so great. And is the mom just like, this is what happened? That can't be the mom. That's gotta be the daughter, right? Regardless. What a fucking good life. What a great life. That guy's on cloud 9 living his best life. What a good time. I love reacting to my low notes, lol. Mark loves reacting to. What? That's awesome. That's my favorite thing, man. When you're in a setting that somebody feels so like just like relaxed, that they can like genuinely be in awe of another person without any sort of like motive to like try to get them to like them. It's just like, what? Like just that sincere, honest reaction. A lot of people are like introverted, so they're like even if they think something's impressive, they're like, that's kind of cool, but I don't want to talk to that person, you know. But whereas you feel calm enough to be like, what is happening? Who is that? You know, or you have to just kind of stop. That's awesome. Oh, here we go. Oh, baby, that's an old ass vacuum. Also, golly. Also, a little bit. School bus driving straight through construction site. Idiot cars. Did I subscribe to this? Yeah, all this is just awful. Granted, I wonder how much of a, well, yeah. I mean, it definitely sucks, but I wonder if it's, yeah. I see people use those tools that like shift things around. Granted, it still sucks. It's work undone, which is terrible. I always wish, to some extent, that they would show you the aftermath of this. So like if the person who came out of the car was just like, I am so sorry, and then like literally just was like, I whatever you need me to do, I'm so sorry. Like just like completely broken. Like because everyone makes mistakes. And I always empathize greatly with if I was to find myself in the middle of that, I'd be like, well, fuck. Like I guess the best thing is just to get through it, because I bet reversing could make me stop and like sludge through it, which would be even worse. But I don't know, if I put myself in making a stupid mistake where you turn off and you're like just breaking, and then being like, oh, I'm such a fuck, and then you just emotionally break down, kind of like, oh, I'm just such a fucking idiot, I should never drive again, like this kind of destructive things. When I do that to people, I kind of think, okay, let's let them go. I guess the takeaway though is that we don't get to see that aftermath, and maybe they're like, why did you set up here? And of course that's just, you know, defensiveness at its finest. But anyways, what is this? Cute little parrot. Oh, he was about to choose violence. He's like, okay, okay. The moment when he realizes the hand is friendly. Oh man, it's something about birds. Birds are one of the few animals that I feel like human. You know how like, I don't know, something about lizards for a lot of people are like, this thing doesn't care about me. this is numb to my love, etc. But birds are one of them things. Dogs, one of them things too. Cats, a little bit. You get a moment, a good couple moments with a cat, which is just like, I love you, and you're great. But they're like, the independency is like, fucking get off me, okay? Whereas the bird, to me, man, birds just also seem like they have that like, that mammal heart, love, warmth seeking, etc. Yeah, so he's about to bite, and he was like, what? Wait, who's this, you? Oh, it's so just the way it cradles in there, it's just so nice. I wonder why. Do you like pet it? Also, I love its eyes. They're like, yeah, yes, please. Oh, that's so cute. It's one of the ones where the longer you watch, the more the more your heart melts. Okay, well, this is a good time as any to go to top and go to of this month, the top rated memes of all the things that I'm following month. Yes, 20 years later. Oh, I seen this meme. It was so wholesome. Yeah, the little guy from Ice Age finally got his acorn, because apparently the studio that made Ice Age went under with by someone. Like they didn't like renew them, and then the studio basically came together, all the people that were fired essentially, which is shitty, to make this final little scene, which is quite nice. Although I thought there was like a series. Yeah, I thought there was this, which is cute, but there was a series where like he basically raises a kid, and I don't know if it was like an animated TV series or like a one-off episode, but it seemed like way more wholesome than just him eating the corn nut, whatever it is, acorn. So yeah, but it was like a whole thing where like he basically became a surrogate dad, and he kind of like gave his acorn to his kid, like kind of as like, this was the thing that I cherish most. But here, like you're the thing that I cherish most. So go, take my pride and joy almost, you know, which was so cute. Anyways, 2014. Oh man, that old man has got a real old face. Also, that woman is just living her best life too. 2015. Oh, what is this? Made me smile. This made me hurt. Smile. 2020. Permanent spot. That's real cute. Is this is this hockey? No, maybe football. Maybe hockey. No, it's probably football. Those lions seem like football-y stuff to me. But that's so wholesome. Oh man, imagine that. Yeah, because that's still. Her husband died in the fall of that year, maybe? Maybe they split up. Maybe that's an unfortunate thing. Hey, don't feel bad anymore. They divorced. They divorced. She's unhappy now. He's unhappy now. But it's all okay. He went to a farm, okay? She went to a farm too. A different farm because they're divorced. But no, this is, man, that's one of those things that, especially with old people, and maybe there's some sort of genetic thing to it as well. I hate to ruin it, but like the idea that, you know, eventually as you get older, your body stops producing certain like reproductive things, so your brain's more cognitively able to engage with something like just pure love and connection and loyalty and you know, rhythm essentially within your day. So that when you get older, it's like that. But to me, the idea of like they're not so crazy wholesome and romantic and lovely, but like a person who when your spouse dies, you're like, no, I'll wait. I don't want anybody else. I chose my one person, and I'll wait, and I'll go. I got 10 more years, maybe 11. I'll wait, I'll wait, and I'll sit there and I'll rot slowly. But I'll know that when the time comes, my person might be there. Who knows what the afterlife is? Regardless, too wholesome. Do you see my like two brains fighting with each other of like, this is so cute and wholesome, wouldn't this be beautiful if this existed? And then my realistic mind's like, well, what if it didn't? So let's not fucking live in this woo-woo in case it doesn't exist, but we can hope for it. That's what I'll give you. Okay. I feel like Made Me Smile is like, it's because it's just wholesome and like clear wholesome that it gets so much upvotes, so it's like the highest rated thing in sequence, which makes sense. But yeah. My 93-year-old grandma has been making my birthday cards for years. This one is the most plain of them all, but means the most. Happy birthday, Elliot. You have blessed my life for 47 years. This will be my last time to write on computer. Doing it as hands don't want to write, and now memories are going fast. But trying to do the birthday card for you, my dear precious Elliot. Love you so much, Grandma Rose. Oh, I don't know if I can handle this, honestly. I gotta get away. Hey, you look at me. We're okay. Don't you fucking, we're okay. Look at me, we're fine. Look at this cool thing I made a long time ago. I once got into rope dart or some bullshit, monkey fist. It was cringe, but I got into it and I was actually pretty okay at it. Anyways, we're okay. Holy shit. Fuck. Okay. He is such a good fella. God damn, you make me smile. This makes me hurt a lot of the time. In 1992, I was 12. My dad and I were in a Newark airport. I saw Joe Pesci and recognized him from Home Alone. I went up to him and asked about getting an autograph. Joe asked me who my favorite actor was. I said he was. He handed me a crisp $100 and said, "That's the right answer, kid." What happened? Who's Joe? I gotta Google this. It's the guy. Okay, I got bad with names. I told, but the last part was all that. That's wholesome. So he's just like, yeah, that's the right answer, kid. That's awesome. Man, there's so many of those cool stories, which I feel like is the best. If anyone ever idolizes you, you should get in quick, get the fuck out, get the fuck out fast, because you don't want, because I know a lot of people they don't want to meet their heroes, etc., or people that they enjoy their work of, because they can destroy the love for that person in their work, because human beings are human, and a lot of people. Yeah, when people deviate from being perfect or their idealization, it can get rough. But anyway, everything has made me smile. Everything, which is great. But yes, also wholesomeness. A gift I bought for my mom with her money. 7-year-old me. I don't know. It's true. But I don't want it to be true. I think every kid who's had good parents, they're one of the most wonderful things if possible, if given your proclivity of life and interests in wealth, would be to pay it all back, even though it's impossible to do that, even though your parents probably would not want you to do that. But Yeah. Anyway, everybody gangsta until Dad describes how Grandpa raised him. Grandpa raising his grandchildren. Grandpa raising his own yeah, dude, but also to me that's one of the things I think is like biological to some extent, which is the older you get, the more like, I don't know what it is, if it's like some sort of like chemical imbalance or chemical balance of testosterone, or who knows, but specifically for men, especially in my family, like the older you get, the more drastically emotional you become, or at least like sorrowful emotional you become. Like, for instance, my dad told me a story way back in the day. It was a great-grandpa, where he was sitting on an old table because there's some Portuguese. They didn't have a lot of money, and this old grandpa was sitting there, and the mom or his daughter, because it's a great-grandpa, his daughter was punishing like the kids, or like reprimanding them or something like that. And you just see this old like hardened Portuguese man who's been like tilling the land for years just sit there and just tears started coming down his face just for like base thing, and then of course his daughter's like, Dad, I'm not even doing anything, I'm just saying that they shouldn't do X, Y, Z and that that's not okay. It's just emotionally sitting there like, leave him alone. It's just something that comes for us. All of our generation, or not generation, all of the people in my family, I think are gonna come with that. So it turns out you just get a shit ton of when you go by top, I think it just goes by how many. I wish you could like restrict like one of the outcomes, because all we get is the one thing. Let's go with hot. Let's look for what's hot. What's popping right now? Be amazed. What's happening? Professional surfer Mike something was alerted that a woman struggled in the water. So he just fucking jumps in there like a hero, starts swimming. Look at him go. Oh, dude. First of all, amazing. The other thing, though, I remember this being such a open. I love water so much. Hate the ocean because of, terrifying creatures. But one of the things to me that is absolutely terrifying, very much so, was when I was basically a kid. I was in Portugal, and it's great. But the tide is so, I didn't know how ravenous the water could be, essentially. And I was literally just close near the edge, but there was a wave that would go on, and the wave picked me up like, I want to say 7 feet, and just fucking laid me out right down on the bed, essentially. Not like, it wasn't even, it was like exactly where we are with the current like picking up like that, and it just picked me up and just fucking laid me out, and I was like I got a wind knocked down to me. I was like, fucking shit. Also, there was a moment where like the tide pulls you like fucking hard. Like you're like, hey, the water's just kind of like, batting me around a little bit, and then you start to get pulled inwards, and you're like, fuck, shit, and it's such a foreign feeling of the amount of weight pulling you back, and you're like, what is happening? Like, this is insane. You're swimming for dear life, trying not to get sucked into the ocean. Brutal. That's something that was classic with the Portuguese wave specifically. Just by like the near bit, like everyone got their bra bashed off because the wave just was like, fuck you, just bah, and just get wrecked. So you guys agree or not? Last meme: cute, beautiful, badass, Milf, all of the above. The whole thing where she's attracted to knives, sexually attracted to knives. That's a bit of a barrier. But I get the personality, liking that one person, top right corner, the Love is War, top right one. I get how her personality can be quite charming because she's just fucking badass. She's just built different, like a little feisty, very smart, very clever, amazing person kind of thing. Again, I just say that, but it's like she's drawn in a very childlike way. So for me, I'm like, I don't know. I gotta watch the show. I gotta watch how people be popping off about everybody in that show, which makes sense. Granted, I want to see what happens. I want it to finish so I can binge it, because I know I'm gonna be on the hook of like episode 4. What will happen? And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't have it. I can't handle it. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out my feed. I will be adding to it, and I hope there's a way to like limit, because we just kept getting bombarded with lovely, wholesome. This made me smile, but also made me a little bit like emotionally rocky a couple of times, and I wanted to laugh. I came here to laugh, damn it, not to feel all the time. But when you sort by best of the month, it goes by, I think, the amount of engagement that has, and of course, the ones that make you smile are higher probability to get a ton of likes. So that's the ones that we just kept seeing in rapid succession. But was absolutely fantastic, and I loved it greatly. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. Thank you for exploring the internet for me, with me a little bit, especially Reddit, my feed. I'll be adding to it little by little, trying to avoid the horrible, horrible clickbaity rage Reddits that I feel like will tempt you to click it. Also, some hundred Reddits. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully I can see you again on the channel. Share your grin. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to see you again, and I would love to try to give you guys more content to engage with, and also more things to explore with you. Thank you kindly, and goodbye, my friends.